What's up, you guys? This is the Authentic Empress. You have the Six of Wands. Hmm. This Six of Wands is giving like you standing out from a crowd. Yeah, because you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This is giving unbothered, or this is giving not involved, disassociated with some type of competition, drama, conflict. Five of Wands energy, okay? With having a Six of Wands to start out the read. So Six of Wands, this is somebody who's moving away from Five of Wands energy. Clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So, and the Strength card. Spiritually strong, strong-willed. Focused on this pentacle, focused on your harvest, focused on investing not only in yourself, but using yourself as an investment. Literally, right? Being intentional with your efforts, being intentional with the seeds that you sow, what you nourish and nurture, what you put your energy towards, because as a divine feminine, okay, and how you preserve yourself, how you treat others, how you perceive others, you know, through the lens of, you know, your connection with the divine. You yourself, you know, is an investment. You having to filter through very harsh feelings and emotions and things and grievances you may experience with people, you know, places or things. So then you have the Empress. Literally, come on, man. But there's something significant about the throat chakra for sure, yeah, because you have the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Someone could be wanting you to silence yourself, especially after, you know, you speaking up in a situation, or you have the Lovers, the Ace. Oh my God. What is going? Oh wow, the Emperor. Okay, stepping, big stepper. That's crazy. So just like that, huh? What is going? The Six of Cups. What is going on right now? Anyway, so Ace of Cups, y'all. Wait. This is making me blush. Yo, I'm not even trying. Like, I'm just, but it's like naturally making me blush. Like, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so to the divine feminine. So this is what I was channeling, y'all. Let's say you get invited out somewhere. You get invited to hang out with some people, or circumstantially, or just how things align, you end up being out with some people, and you're not normally out with these people or whatever, but you are. There's something about you, like, let's say they have their thing going on and you're just like the third wheel, right? In your situation, you don't be the third wheel, like being overlooked and dismissed. In your situation, when somebody third wheels you, like, you really be standing out. You know what I'm saying? And you be minding your business, like, you feel me? Like, you just with, like, it's on some, oh, I'm with them type shit. I'm with them. I'm with them. You know, like, it's, you know, it's nothing. Look, what? Oh my gosh. But you are, like, it's giving like a unbod. Oh my god. Yo. Why I feel like I shouldn't be saying this, like, on public. But you got the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess. What is happening with this Emperor? Okay, so somebody's obviously uh focused on you. This could definitely be a past, you know, love soulmate. Um, someone you have a past with, someone you have sweet memories with, for sure. Because the way they're showing me the Six of Cups right now is like how in every cup there's blossoming, flourishing flowers in each cup. And yeah, like, you know how some cups in the cards could be empty. So there's just something, there's a emperor energy, somebody who's just as disciplined, just as grounded, someone who has a sense. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay, okay. I don't know why I silenced myself, bro. Just now, I should have just said it, but it's given. I'll use me as an example. Boom. Just because, you know, Five of Wands energy, you know what I'm saying, has somehow, you know, is crossing my path. Okay, bro, if I'm able to get through that shit, even if like I get some cuts and bruises and whatever, but if I'm able to weather like the storm and get through that shit, bro, listen, I don't care how hurt my feelings are, bro. Like, hey, like, we just gonna have to see. Like, we just gonna have to, like, you know, we just have to stick it out with the divine. Like, that's my automatic. Like, I don't know anyone else's, but, you know, like, how if something really is wrong with you in the physical, you may call 911. You may take yourself to the hospital or whatever. For me, it's like, bro, my 911 is the most high, bro. I'm just like, bro, I don't know what to do, guy. Like, I feel horrible. This shit hurt, bro. Like, but it's just me and you, bro. I'm not the type, like, if I'm feeling something, bro, feeling like that, I'm not the type that's gonna be like, man, let me go over to old girl house or like, I can't really do that, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Certain shit, it has to just be me and the divine, bro. Like, and that's just that. That's what I'm most accustomed to. That's what's been available to me the longest in my life here. You get what I'm saying? And that's what have gotten me to where I am now. Period. Like, at the end of the day, it don't matter. Like, even when you do go and you have conversations, like, you have, you know, you may have a text conversation with someone and it may really be like helpful and positive. Like, I'm not saying like nobody, and, you know, we don't go and, you know, seek out transmutation, you know, by people we feel are, you know, capable, and, you know, it's not just on some using shit. Like, it's genuine between both parties and stuff. Like, yeah, but it's some shit, bro. It's even after you do all that, when you go back and you're by yourself, that don't mean that shit is just automatically evaporated from your emotional, like, your inner ocean, bro. Like, no, like, no, no. So when you alone, bro, like, I'm saying, like, I can't be that person that's like, you know, dealing with Five of Wands energy or whatever, or Nine of Swords. I can't be that person or that Eight of Swords. I can't be that person and not be without God, bro. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because it's like, because I'm with God, I can't stay like like naturally, innately, mentally, I can't really like just stay in some not seeing the truth about myself just because I'm hurt. You feel me? You feel me? And it's like your introspection can kind of like turn or be like turned against you in a way, and you start saying negative shit that's not even true, bro. Like, that shit, it can't stick with me because it's just not who I am. Like, there's energy filtering through me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm still attached, or I'm connected. I'm tied to a situation where that energy is present, even if it's not coming from me directly. So it's filtering through me because I'm being impacted by it directly in a way. So, but it's still not me, so it don't stick. So I'm not gonna just stick to the Five of Wands energy. I'm gonna get in that Six of Wands energy and continue along. There's no other way when you are connected with the divine. There's no other way but to continue on to that Six of Wands, to that Seven of Wands energy, to that Eight of Wands, and so on and so forth. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, but yeah, yeah, and I don't know, like, I said something yesterday. Oh yeah, let me finish about this person. This Emperor energy. Okay. Just because I was hurt and all that shit, that don't mean I'm about to just go out there and and just fuck on a bunch of people and just be like, fuck life and fuck love, fuck niggas. And then just like when you really saying fuck yourself. It don't matter. Anything else you say, bro, what you are really saying is fuck me, fuck yourself. Like, because that's what you're doing. If you decide to just boom, like just go reckless because of because somebody hurt your feelings or like really hurt your heart, like really hurt your mind. I'm not, I'm not like invalidating no severity of the intensity of those feelings, bro. Like when it comes to betrayal, bro. Like, especially me, I feel deeply because I'm just sensitive. And I'm sensitive, period. Like, I'm sensitive, like spiritually. Like I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah. So it's like, bro. Like I get it, but damn, it's like I don't know. My crash out may be like, man, I'm not going to fucking work and I feel like shit, bro. I'm not about to go there and I know, like, it makes no sense for me to go there. And I know I'm going to be breaking down, like, the harsh, authentic, raw reality of it, bro. I am hurt, bro. Why the fuck will I go to work having to interact with people all day for hours and hours and hours until nighttime? And I know I'm fucked up on the inside, bro. Like I'm sorry, but no. Like, okay, I'll take that risk. Whatever. I will take that risk. Like, I'll do something like that knowing me, okay, knowing how my blessings lined up, knowing how I move, and just understanding, bro. I'm not doing it to just be like, fuck people or fuck the business. I'm at the end of the day, like, I can't do nothing for you. What can I do? What can I do for you? By neglecting myself. That makes no sense. No. No. So it may be that, but that don't mean I'm just about to go spread myself thin because I'm you feel me? I'm that desperate for some type of like comfort or whatever. Like y'all ever heard a dude say heard a man say who used to like watch porn or something like that. He stopped watching porn, blah 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 blah, or beating his meat to porn. I know this is graphic, but this is real shit. And you ever heard him say, bro, like I just every time like when I finish, bro, like I just felt horrible, bro. Like I felt so much guilt and oh my god, I felt disgusting. Like oh my gosh, I just had so much conviction in my spirit. And it's like, yeah, like, so why the fuck? Just because somebody hurt your feelings, bro, I don't care how hurt you are, bro. Why would you just go out there in the world and just be like, just take me, demons, just receive me? Why the fuck would you do that? You feel me? Like, and I'm not trying to knock anybody's, like, you feel me, like, weak spirited states, bro. Like, cause that shit really, like, you really gotta be strong for, like, shit you could possibly experience out here, bro. Like, but no. And that's what this is giving with the Six of Wands, this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Strength card. Period. 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 It's like, here's the thing. The Empress, right? The mother, the nurturer. Let's say the gardener, right? Let's look at it from that perspective. So you know the ins and outs of these seeds being planted. You have some type of intuitive understanding because it's the Empress, it's the mother energy, right? It's giving, it's giving, I just feel like without intuition, without emotions, you know, how could you really be nurturing for real? But with that understanding, no, you're gonna have some type of balance, some type of discipline. Like, I don't know, bro. Go and plant some other shit. Go grow some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, go tend to the garden like a different type of way or something. But you're not just gonna, I don't know, like Queen of Swords reverse type shit. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. I feel like that's why the High Priestess is out here too. But your strength is being admired. Yeah. It takes a lot of courage to stand alone, bro, like, and not like crash out for real. I'm saying like really crash out, like how they want you to. And you got somebody that's admiring this, bro. Seven of Pentacles confirmation. Two of Cups. King of Cups. What's up? What the fuck? I almost said some other shit, bro. I almost said some other shit. Bro, listen. There's a King of Cups. There's an Emperor energy, like, oh my God. No, I am not about to borrow that language. But you know, I guess some of y'all, you know, y'all person or whatever, I don't know. I don't know if they connect with that. But I heard demon time, but I don't really like that. I don't like that. Fuck that. Anyway, but the devil and the lovers is here, bro, at the same fucking time. It's crazy how these cards are coming out. I wonder if I can turn my camera back on. Let me see. It's so crazy. How these cards are coming out. Like, do you see this? Y'all, they feel like he being stank. They feel like he being like, this is giving like, I feel like y'all could be mirroring this energy in a way. In a way. But it's so funny how these cards are coming out. Right? Look, it's supposed to be here. Admiring. Look, admiring this energy. Look. So this is definitely somebody like where there's time investment, there's seeds planted, Yeah, or because this time invested could literally be somebody just watching. But it's definitely some type of, nah, this is something solid. This is Pentacles. Like, this is some type of investment. hmm It's also this person focusing on what they're building. That's what I was getting to. Like, listen, fuck trying to be on that weird shit. Y'all, people be cheating themselves. Listen, females be dead ass cheating themselves, trying to act hard up, trying to prove something to somebody that fumbled them. You feel me? In the past. And they just cheat themselves up like, okay, don't get it twisted. There's some beautiful, okay, masculine but balanced with their feminine energy men who really want family, who really like prize legacy, and you know, they they really do have a connection with God. They really have a real connection with God, and you know, they really like that. They really about that. Fuck that. I don't care how rare it seems, bro. Stay rare. Fuck that. Stay rare. That makes it even better. That makes, listen, think about your magnetism. Think about the intensity of your magnetism if you just stay true to being virtuous, bro. Just saying. Just saying. I'm sorry. It's trying to prove what to who? Bro, think about the people who get caught up in that mentality, and they end up doing some shit like trying to act hard up, like they unbothered, and then the other person didn't even do no wild shit, but they thought they was going to, so they went ahead and did some wild shit anyway, only to find out that this person was still holding it down. But they fucked it up because they was impulsive. They fucked it up because of, you feel me, oh my god, just very unevolved mentalities, ignorance, lack of self-control, shit, lack of individual think too, or thought, because that is crazy to me. Like, it's just no, 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 no. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But that's what I was hearing earlier too. Like, nah, don't ever listen. Don't ever give in to those voices that try to make you feel like, man, ain't nobody loyal. You know, motherfuckers just lie. People are cold. I might as well become cold too. I might as well, you feel me, be on my hot shit. Like, no, bro, do not sell yourself out, bro. Imagine like giving in to that, and right after that you encounter somebody that's like, that was like you before you decided to, you feel me, take that detour. Hell no. No. No, do not do that. Do not do that. That's real strength, period, bro. Yeah, that's some true shit. Somebody really respect that shit. Like, you didn't do no vengeful revenge shit. I don't know. Like, you don't move like that. Hmm. How you do a lot without doing too much? Damn. But what you do just be damn. What you do be damn. That is crazy. Like, what? Yo, like, this can't be normal culture. Ain't no way. There's no way that's normal culture. For women to just be like, okay, you okay, you on that wild shit, so Bet, nigga, I'm about to fuck your shit up, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm about to do this. I'm about to set you up, bro. I'm about to, like, ain't no way that shit is that common, or that level of toxicity is that common for some dudes to really be feeling like that and projecting that into, like, connections and stuff, or projecting that towards women. Ain't no way that shit that fucking common, bro. It's just, I don't know. Because it's almost like a test too. Like, somebody trying to test your energy to see, like, if you really like what you, if you really that, like, if you really that Empress, if you really what the hell? Not you pass the test. You won't. I don't like that. I don't like that. What do you mean, y'all? Look what was behind the freaking lovers. Uh-uh. What? What kind of diabolical divine masculine? That's a, what the hell? Why I heard diabolically divine? What? This is what this is giving, y'all. I don't. Okay. All right. Y'all can have like a sarcastic. Um. Y'all can have like a sarcastic, very witty banter, even like sometimes dark humor type of um sense of humor. Bro. Bro. Mm-mm. No. That is crazy. That's not funny. What the hell? What the hell? That's not funny. That's not funny. Uh-uh. Four of Wands, though? Okay. Y'all, like, why do it seem like the best cards are coming out? Like, what has it come out yet? What the fuck? You got the Empress. First of all, the Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and then the Strength card in that order. What? It's giving. What is it giving? It's giving somebody challenged you. Multiple people challenged you. A group challenged you. Five of Wands energy. Oh! Oh my fucking God! Yo, do y'all see how the story unfold? By the order of, listen, they did all that. Y'all, they did all that just for this Four of Wands situation that started off at the Ace of Wands. They did all that just for, at the end of it, the shit to end up right back at the Ace of Wands energy. What? Y'all did all that, and y'all still couldn't turn this person off this Empress energy. That's funny. That's funny. The reality, the fact that y'all chose to move in that way, doing the most, okay? Doing the most. Attention seeking and shit. Like, y'all could have even had conversations with this Emperor energy, and they could have shared, like, y'all have things in common, like, morally. Y'all have, see, y'all have had conversations where y'all discuss morals, ethics, you feel me? Whether it has this little urban little twang on it or whatever, y'all have had like political conversations. Y'all have had, conversations, in regards to character and family and, things like that. Principle things. And y'all share, common views on this stuff. Um, Yeah. So no, it's not just because what you look like. It's not just because y'all have, this strong chemistry with one another. It's not just sex. No, it's not just that, right? And somebody could have even said this to you, told this to you. That could have even came up in discussion. Like, somebody knows you to be like very upfront and honest with your emotions and your feelings. Like, you know, somebody knows you're not manipulative with your emotions. Like, you just want to be heard. Somebody knows that you are very reasonable, you know, even when you do get really upset. Like, somebody knows, like, it's not a situation where, oh, you gonna get upset and you just gonna and then you just completely uncontrollable and off the rockers on from there. Somebody knows that about you. They know, boom, like, okay, even when you get it, okay, you upset and it's you heavily upset in the moment, you get that out. Somebody know that they can still like console you or whatever. Okay. They know that. Right? Yeah. Somebody knows you're not this like I said, I was picking up an energy of this fear or anxiety around like this ratchet energy, like, or a ratchet response from a woman. Like, if I don't know, like, if she finds out about something, or, well, I don't know, bro, like, I don't know, but you didn't do that. You was hurt by the situation, right? You may have tried to talk to this person, like, really try to talk to this person even when they were ignoring you. You may have gone that far, you feel me? You may have really, really cried and maybe stayed in the house, like, really hurt and stuff, like, but it's like, damn, you didn't just completely give up on yourself. Like, you ain't just say, fuck it, I'm just about to go out here and suck some dick. Like, what the fuck? No, no, never that. Never that. It is not that serious. It is not that serious. If anything, shit, I would be triggered by the shit. Like, I would be triggered by just the act itself, the idea, even just, like, being in an energy like that with another person so soon. I would be triggered by that. I can't move like that. That's weird. I just, no, no. I be on some, man, leave me alone, bro. Like, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. Or either that, or okay, I'm gonna be nice, and you feel me, like, I ain't just gonna be rude and be a bitch. Like, I'm gonna respond and I'm gonna talk, you feel me, like, I don't want to just shut myself off, so I'm gonna converse with people. Why not? Especially if they're kind and, whatever, like, and they're genuine. Why not? Like, it ain't gonna go into nothing too crazy, you feel me? It ain't gonna be too much. It ain't gonna be, oh, like, okay, y'all, tell me why this dude, my God. It's crazy how somebody can go from looking like, how can I explain this? Huh. It's crazy how somebody can go from looking like a, you know what? I ain't even gonna roast him like that, bro. That's not right. But anyway, this man, you feel me? Very kind. He was very kind. Okay. Um, he looked very urban, but still like put together. Like, let's say, okay, he had on like a a black tank top or whatever, but and he had on black jeans, but he wasn't sagging his jeans, something like that. You feel me? Um, he had hair, but his hair was braided. You feel me? And he was clean cut, right? It has chains and stuff, but it's like he was urban, but he was clean. And when he started talking, and the fact that he was capable of conversing with me, you know, um, past like a surface, like just the tip of whatever, like, yeah. So it's like, okay, cool, like, yeah, sure, like, yeah. you know, I'll talk to you again, whatever. Bro, that next time I talk to him again, like, let's just say at the end of it all, it came down to, he basically said, his intentions was, like, yeah, to hang out or whatever. But, you know, of course, the main thing is to, you know, basically have intercourse. Yes, y'all. And I was like, ooh, well, I certainly appreciate your honesty. And he's like, yeah, like, you know, why bullshit? Da 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 da. And I was like, you are absolutely right. And I listen, when I say I'm so grateful that you were honest. Um, but and I was like, but yeah, well, it was, you know, nice, you know, talking to you or whatever, but yeah. And that was the end of that. Like, and they respected it. He ain't crash out. He ain't on no weird shit. You feel me? I want on no weird shit. We just respectfully concluded, you feel me? The conversation, because there was no other reason to converse. So, yeah, I don't mind, like, and I feel like, you know, because at the end of the day, like, we're not we're not just gonna turn into like some evil witch, like, just because like somebody hurt us. Like, no. If you're the Empress energy, like, you're still gonna, you know, be the Empress energy. It's almost like, oh yeah, that's another message I got. I considered putting it in a separate video. And I may, but here's another thing about the Empress energy that I've been channeling. The earth, right? The feminine energy. Earth is a feminine energy, right? That grounding energy. The fact that the Empress is represented by Taurus and Libra, collectively, with that balance, the balancing of the growth and the harmony of the world and everything. Men, or the divine masculines, let's view the divine masculine like a tree, right? On us, the earth. A portion of our land, the portion that we, you know, that we are of earth. And that tree is our divine masculine, for example. Um, trees, think about everything that trees go through while they're growing. And think about the legacy of a tree that it has the capability of leaving behind, right? Or creating and expanding. It's literally like that, y'all. Like, it's literally like that. It's like the grounds for which that tree grows and spreads, right? That is us, the divine feminine, right? And for the masculine, they're the tree. So I was getting that too. If you really just pay attention to nature, you can get so much confirmation about what happens, like, between us beings, like us human beings and spiritual beings. It's a symbolic language, but it's definitely not that difficult to understand if you just take the time, you know? If you really just connect. And that's another thing too, why it matters to go out in nature and ground with nature, because I feel like that's just secret codes. That's secret codes. Like, when you, the way that I just express that, I spent a lot of time in nature, like, you know. So I just feel like, you know, because I honestly, like, a childlike faith, I really do believe in, like, I really do believe that nature can communicate and, you know, help transmute energy that I'm holding or whatever, like, all of that. Um, so yeah. This masculine energy, he's the same way. Shoot. He might hang out with somebody. You feel me? He might entertain somebody, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as hanging out. Whatever, bro. But he may view these energies as just strictly platonic, for real. um and yeah, like, it's not going any further than that, because all of those extra feelings and stuff that these individuals may be wanting from them, they're focusing that on you. They have those feelings towards you. And you may also, share these mutual feelings. I mean, the Empress and the Emperor. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's also giving, like, I feel like with the Queen of Cups not being out here, but the King of Cups being out here, I feel like it's because with the Empress energy, the Empress embodies all of that, right? But the Empress is like that balanced energy, right? The grounding energy. And I feel like that's why it's the center of these cards. Um, it's almost like, yes, I love you. I'm hurt by the situation, but I can't just neglect I just can't neglect, like, these other things that are also growing in my garden. Like, I can't just do that. Like, yeah. Because what they were also showing me too is like, okay, think about that plant that doesn't survive. And I'm talking about, like, you're somebody, like, you really did not want, or you really feel some type of way if a plant, is not making it, or, it dies, or something happens to the plant. Somebody takes the plant, like, you really are connected to your plants or nature like that, right? If somebody take the plant, like, you just gonna run around the town trying to figure out who took the plant. Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. Like, no. You're gonna do. I feel like the bare minimum would be, okay, we're talking about people, right? It's a two people situation, and okay, something happens, and you feel like there needs to be communication, there needs to be clarity, and that person revokes that from you. They choose to be silent, right? The most that you can really do is just put more effort towards trying to communicate with the person. But if the person just stonewalls you, what else can you do from there? Like, you feel me? Like, what else can you really do from there? You know, if you try to meet with the person and they try to make it a hostile situation, no, you don't feed into shit. No, you just, okay, well, there's no other way at this point. I tried to address it over the phone, I tried to address it in person. You're not willing. There's absolutely nothing else to do. And that's that. You just leave it. It's like, if you try to mend to the plant and what you attempted to do didn't work, you kind of just have to accept that, okay, well, I mean, there's nothing more I can do. But I really did enjoy the plant. I wish the plant could have survived. And that's just that. You tend to other plants. And trees and shit. You feel me? Oh, God. But, yeah. Hmm. I don't know why I just heard, like, you have, like, the kind of energy, like, where a masculine may feel like he want to hide you and show you off at the same time. Oh my God, that is crazy. On some, like they're happy to be with you, to experience you. You feel me? But at the same time, like, they want to protect it. Cause I don't know. Can anybody else relate to, like, how do y'all feel about posting y'all significant other? I don't know. I feel like it depends on the timing Like, yeah, I feel like it depends on the timeline of the connection. Like, if it's still, on grounds of where it's kind of like in the first, second trimester type shit. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable posting my significant other. Like, I just don't. Like, I really feel like life has shown me that people really can uh, create like energetic outcomes or influences, like through your photos and videos and stuff like that. And so I may tend to be a little, protective. But the whole point is, divine feminine, you're this divine feminine that even though the way you move and your normal may kind of be subtle to you because it's just a part of who you are, there is something like very I don't know, like there's something just very stand out, like the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme is giving. You're just different. Like you're just doing things different. You're doing things different. Hmm. So you didn't compete for some shit, or you didn't fall into like the norm in this environment, even if the environment is a collective who shares a mutual mentality. You know what I'm saying? No, instead you just, 6 of Wands, moved along and moved right along towards this, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles energy. Pretty much. Hmm. But like I was saying, yeah, the Empress, like, she's going to be balanced emotionally and all that stuff, but she got to stay grounded. So she not, going to keep overly giving and all that stuff to the situation. And, she's going to preserve herself to also replenish herself, especially after a betrayal. Like, it's one thing to have to be so hurt and cry and filter out, the pollutants that came from those very harsh emotions. That's one thing. It's another thing to have to also replenish yourself after releasing so much. I don't give a fuck how ignorant people are who are mainly in their flesh to that spiritual truth. That don't mean I'm about to compromise my mental health because they don't understand that. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Not at all. Makes no sense. I don't care what you think your connection is with the divine. I know my connection with the divine. This is how, I don't know, like, I see a pattern. I recognize a pattern. Just like biblically, I recognize a pattern. Like, majority of people are not, like, really, like, moving according to God's, like, voice and stuff. Like, a lot of people are not. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's like you're going to plant this particular seed at this particular time of the season in soil that is like this with these type of nutrients. Okay, you're gonna water it about this much, this amount of times a week. And yeah, there's that. Right? That's the recipe to this particular seed. Detail oriented. You ever had somebody try to make you feel bad about you paying attention to the details? But that's just a part of your intuitive intelligence. You're supposed to be able to recognize the things that most people don't or overlook. You're supposed to develop courage to, in the wisest way, address or confront whatever imbalance is curated as a result. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not always directly with that person. It may be you having to go directly through source, right? I don't know. Does this sound crazy? Okay, you're trying to talk directly to that person. All right. Let's say you're this empress and you try to talk directly to this emperor, this king of cups energy. Clearly loves you. Okay, they're in this two of cups energy. And king of cups towards you. And they stern on like these others, okay, that's interested in them. They're stern. Just saying, because King of Swords, I did see the King of Swords. Oh my God. Somebody feels like it's risky. Like, it's given, like, when y'all are in a connection, like, it's not easy for people. Oh, no, it don't be easy for people to just easily give in, like, to these traps, these spiritual traps and temptation and stuff. No, 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 no. They be having cold feet like a motherfucker because they know you are rare. And that feeling of like when you're gone, you're gone. Oh no. Like, y'all, it's giving somebody breaking their own heart before it even manifested. Like, just the fear of how hurtful that shit would be. Because you got the Three of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This is giving like why someone moved so slow, or why they're moving slow. Okay. It's giving like they're showing it to me in like a cautionary approach, a cautionary energy with this Knight of Pentacles. But what's behind this Knight of Pentacles is the Wheel of Fortune, y'all. No, 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 no. Somebody feels like they can't let you get away. Someone doesn't want you to go. They don't want you to get away. King of Swords. How you just come and just take over, like, oh my God. You know, to each their own, bro. But man, it feels good to get up, look in the mirror, and like enjoy seeing my face and be able to look at myself. You know, be able to see myself with love and compassion, you know. Even when I'm hurt, you feel me? Even when my nose is red because I was crying and blah, 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 blah. Like, okay. But guess what? I don't have to look at myself and have a guilty conscience. I don't have to look at myself and, you feel me, like be tripping out about, oh my God, like why did I do that to myself? Like on some wild shit, like on some, okay, you just went and just had a fucking spree because you found out this person was with somebody else. So now you just gonna go and just play yourself. Like, at least I don't have to look in the mirror and think about that shit. Like, why the fuck? Why would I do that? Like, and just feel nasty and disgusting. No, I'm what I can live with. Okay, well, I would be okay with. Yeah, I double text, I triple, quadruple, goddamn times 4, times 7, plus plus 10, double text that nigga. Cause I love that man. You feel me? But no, I'm not about to just go out here and wreck myself. Like, what about? Why would I do that? Like, I'm still an empress. Like, whoa. Why would I do that? Like, why would I do that? There's other divine masculines out there, and it's sad that people fall for that. It's sad that people let themselves get tricked out of that blessing, because you hear different stories. Like, there's some people's stories of how when they walked away from a situation, you know, they walked right into a connection with the person, they ended up marrying them, you know. That's some people's testimony. So why would you just decide to just go beast mode in the worst way, like in a way that's self-destructive, like self-destructive, like for some shit you can't come back from. I'm not talking about some shit that you could just easily like replace type shit, especially if they have that mentality towards you. The fuck, ain't nobody about to make me feel no type of way about a job that's trying to make me feel like I'm easily replaceable, and me treating that job as if it's easily replaceable as well. The fuck, what is wrong with that? That don't make me unappreciative. That makes me, that's just a mutual, like, that's just a mutual understanding. The job feels like I'm easily replaceable. I feel like the job is easily replaceable. Ain't that ain't nothing disrespectful about that. That's just facts. That's just facts. Oh my God. That's just facts. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Something about you nurturing yourself. Of course you are. That's automatic. If you're tending to your garden, which is anything you invest your time and energy and skill into. Yeah. So no, you didn't stay inside of this rat race. No, you not doing what everybody else doing to prove your worth and prove, no. You're not trying to convince, like, it's not okay, like, whatever. Like, um, I feel like you're just having conversations with where like it really matters and some type of solution can truly come out of it, and who better than God? Like, that's just, I mean, that's just that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is that divine feminine that you would intentionally look past. You would intentionally look past a masculine, especially specifically a masculine that is actually attractive. Like, okay, let's say in a group setting, okay, there's mixed gender, of course. There's women and men in there. right? And shit, let's say there's more men. I mean, there's more women than men, right? Ratio. So most of the men, uh, or let's say like 2 or 3 of the men are like extremely attractive or something, right? And they share this group setting with us, and you have other women who are already like they have their crush and their pick or who they flirt with, during the times when we're in this group setting. And let's say you're the new, you're the new coming through type shit, and you already peeped intuitively what's going on, and you already got your own shit going on outside of that, so you really don't give a damn. And um yeah, you would intentionally not like acknowledge, and I don't know rude shit, but you would make it look so subtle and like unintentional. But you would like intentionally like either not acknowledge the attractive guy, or um it'll just be something like really quick and casual, like super quick and casual. Oh hey, how you doing? Da da da. Feel me? And you go on from there, attending to your duties and whatever, right? Minding your business. That's that same shit, right? Everybody else, he's used to these females like they can't wait to catch him, in the same room type shit. They can't wait to tell them something, or try to brag about something to him and try to impress him and all of that. They can't wait to come and try to flirt and get some type of validation and shit from him. You feel me? They can't wait. But your ass, you minding your business, you ain't really paying no attention. So he trying to talk to you. He initiating conversations with you instead. Cause you're not initiating conversations. You're like that feminine. You're that divine feminine. Um, man, I'm saying like it can be feminists like intentionally like trying to poke their ass out somewhere, trying to walk a certain way past the masculine, change their voice, um, you know, do like kind of sexual innuendo type of body mannerisms and gestures and whatever, bro. Like maybe even try to shade somebody or shade the person that they feel like he, looking at just these little weird games, these little weird Jezebel spirited uh manipulations. Let's just say that, right? And the thing is, you peep all the shit, and that's all that matters. You peep the shit. You don't care to be a part of the shit. You're not even the type to move like that or be a part of shit like that. But somehow it's like it draws the attention to you because at the end of the day, you're moving like what's considered to them unconventional, what's considered unordinary. So, yeah, you guys. That's pretty much it. Yeah. But if we are Earth, there's different seasons and different things we experience. Those trees, that tree, that divine masculine who plants himself onto us. We go through some seasons, y'all, like weather, all type of shit, and either that tree is going to sustain those conditions or not. When you think about it. But yeah, these connections, like with the concept of a family tree and all of that, yeah, like it's really like that for real. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like with the feminine energy that's reflective of water and earth is giving that endless possibility of creation energy, whether you're creating dark things or you're creating, things rooted in divinity and love, right?
but we're always like these creative forces of beings, like portals. We are all these creative portals. Just like Earth is a creative portal, water is a creative portal. This shit is intentional. How masculines carry the gender in their sperm of the child. Yes, that shit is all like intentional. It's all reflective of each other. So whatever happened, whatever unfolded with you and this emperor energy, they know that they planted seeds, bro. They know they know that they planted seeds to get y'all to this point or get y'all to this no contact energy. Yeah. So the reality is, okay, somebody understands, like, okay, I can recognize and be accountable that I planted toxicity in this connection. I tainted the connection. But I also recognize that this is healthy, fertile grounds. And that when I had planted good seeds, which this person obviously did with the Six of Cups energy, right? When they did plant good seeds with you, which is why there's even a connection in the first fucking place, right? Which is why it's so intense in the first place, why it's so much love here in the first place, right? Because they planted some amazing seeds with you. They know that. They're recognizing that. So they understand that even though they planted this toxic shit, they feel like they can really heal these grounds. And not even solely just them, but because of who you are, because of how you preserve yourself. And somebody, it's almost like somebody was testing the soil, testing the grounds. Like, is it really safe for me to really like plant and expand and grow here? Like, my legacy? Like, it's like this emperor energy, y'all, it's fucked up. But like I said, it is giving like somebody testing, doing some type of test, bro. Like, this is some calculated ass shit. I'm about to get confirmation. Hold on. Because it's given somebody is very calculated. Shit, y'all both could be calculated with the high pieces energy that came out. Mm-hmm. Queen of Swords. I had the King of Swords in my mind's eye. But yeah, it's giving, it's definitely giving like a calculated energy, a strategist. But it's not in the reverse, okay? Hmm. There's something significant about dreams. Dream messages, prophetic dreams. I've been getting a heavy emphasis on foresight too, like the gift of foresight the past few days. But there's something, yeah, dreams too, honestly. Yeah. A dream could have came to pass recently. A prophetic dream about this person. This person knows you told this person
Y'all had the type of connection where y'all would discuss y'all's dreams. It's given a safe space, like for the quote unquote taboo that we naturally all experience, but it don't get taken like serious enough and connected to the divine for interpretation. Like it's given somebody knows that you're like a vault, like for that, like you're a safe, like it's something about your mysteriousness, like your mystery, and someone knowing some of that or having uncovered what makes you so mysterious, like this mystique energy. That's the word that they're showing me. And it's like this is also what fuels their desire towards you. It's something about a realness feeling that it creates because it's not eliminating an obvious aspect of our existence, you know, just for the sake of exposing whether you have depth or whether you're shallow. What? Why is this coming out like that? Some people are avoidant or heavily surface level um, when it comes to their objectives in conversation because some of them fear or have some type of anxiety around why is it saying being exposed? Mm, that's weird. That's giving mm-mm. That's giving demonic. That's giving like entity attachments. I'll say that. That's what that's giving. Um what? Because it's literally like an obstruction. A block. Yeah. The divine is not going to the divine is not just going to just create a block within your spiritual like functioning system, like if you're just completely innocent type shit. It's like hmm yeah. So I don't know if somebody has some type of dream recently about you. Y'all ever had somebody come to you? I think fuck that. I know y'all do. Because like I said, it's I feel like this attributes to why you're so mysterious. Y'all could really be showing up in people's dreams. Y'all could really be showing up in people's dreams. Like people could really be dreaming about y'all and it's not on no lustful stuff or nothing like that. Like it's on some prophetic, like on some helpful, on some like spiritual interception, like I don't know, intervention type shit. Like when you show up in these people's dreams, like y'all could have or have had people come up to you and tell you that you've been in their dreams and the dream could have been like a significant milestone moment for that person. Like I had somebody tell me that I was giving birth to their child. Well, not giving birth to their child, but they were giving birth to their child and I was helping to deliver the baby. Like that's not no that ain't like no regular dream. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is crazy. Like, so it's something significant about that. Somebody had some type of significant milestone prophetic dream about you. So, hmm. Hmm. You guys are just not shallow. Like, you're not shallow. Even if you have your moments where you do want to get out, you do want to have fun or experience something new, but safe and cute, like classy. You don't just leave your boundaries behind. Um, and it wouldn't be such a huge disappointment if, let's say, plans fell through or something like that in regards to that. Now it's different. I feel like that's more so like platonic, but it's different with your significant other, of course. They cancel plans on you, like, oh hell nah, what? Of course that shit bothers you. Um, but I just feel like that's a very sacred, intimate space within a person's soul. If a person opens themselves up to you to the point that they love you, they give themselves to you, they could, they're loyal to you, and they see themselves with you, and they have this soul connection with you, like, no, that's definitely a violation, like, to betray that person or to let them down, or, you know, yeah, like their feelings would obviously be more impacted than, connections where there's still like some type of spiritual distance um between or within those connections. Like, yeah, like, of course. My whole thing is authenticity, bro. Like, just no. I Just because other people don't want to be realistic, that don't mean I'm not about to abuse myself to unrealism. I'm not about to, hold myself accountable of unrealistic standards, which most of them are derivative outside of me or from people who derive them from insecurities and imbalance. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. And it pays off. It pays off. Because you don't want to fuck up your blessings. Like, especially like something like a connection. Okay, let's say yes, it is a mutual blessing, but one person, through the warfare and stuff that they're experiencing on their end, because more than likely you both are, um, shit, they may have a different way of approaching it, or it may create an illusion in between the two. Whatever, bro. But yeah, at the end of the day, that doesn't remove the fact that you're blessed just because you got hurt, just because you felt betrayed. That don't remove who you are in the spiritual realm or your spiritual ranking. That doesn't remove your covenant with the divine. You can make a decision. You can fuck up and make an impulsive decision in that moment, right? To potentially stagnate or end your covenant with the divine, or put a, I'm just saying, like, put a delay on your blessings or whatever, bro. Like, but definitely don't make the decision to just no longer be the empress, no longer be the emperor. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's levels to this shit, for real. So whatever happened between this emperor and this empress, this divine feminine, divine masculine, it's not to, it's, see, when y'all get into it, let me tell you, I got it. When y'all get into it, it's kind of like a married couple. when y'all get into it, y'all may get so upset with each other, like, because there's so much passion, there's so much love. Y'all may get so upset with one another that, yeah, y'all may argue. Y'all may even, you feel me, like, get loud, or, give each other the silent treatment. Y'all may do that, okay? But it's like, there's a respect. There's a respect because the nature of y'all's arguments, y'all's disputes, disagreements, debates, it's never just on some straight it's not on some toxic shit or just the basic shit, bro. It really just be on some reasoning and, things not aligning, in a more, congruent manner. It be stuff like that. And because y'all are very passionate about each other, y'all may raise y'all's voice. Y'all may, stop talking for a while. But it's not on some shit where, oh, you just gonna go and fuck some dude like that, just like that. Or he just gonna go and fuck on some chick just like that. Like, y'all don't move like that. Y'all have that type of connection and respect. And it's because what y'all see in one another is something rare, like from how a lot of people are moving. And it's that loyalty. It's that loyalty even when there's conflict. It's the loyalty amidst the conflict. That's why this emperor is focused on you. And it's something about, like, bro, it's kind of like we're almost like a cauldron. Think of your vessel like a cauldron. And you're putting herbs and ingredients and certain things in there to generate the quality of your spirit and how your spirit expresses itself in the world, right? Hmm. Why would you add hatred? Why would you add, like, disloyalty? Why would you add, like, these critical relational principles to the mix of your cauldron of the type of person you are? That's just crazy to me. Because I feel like you can have one or two outcomes. One outcome could be, okay, if you retain your self-worth and self-respect and your divinity, if you retain that even amidst the conflict, right? Even if you feel like, okay, you're not being directly loyal to that person or whatever, y'all not together, but still preserving yourself, bro. Especially if you can recognize that you are still very soft and still very fragile, you know, and sensitive to this connection with that person. Why would you just completely eliminate the possibility of y'all coming back together by just going out in the world and being reckless? And let's say both of y'all are divine, right? Again, there's a lot of illusion, there's veils, or there's silence in between, right? So you don't know what, okay, y'all may have a sense or a feeling that, you know, I know this person ain't moving reckless because I know what kind of person they are, but I know there is a possibility that could happen because a lot of motherfuckers do move like that. Let's say the both of y'all in this type of mentality towards each other, right? This is y'all thought space. But just imagine if you decide to give up your divinity because you feel like you've been hurt one too many times, and what's the point anymore? What's the point? And so you just give in to that temptation, like, because you assume that that person is doing that, that's what everybody doing, that's what everybody gonna do. And then you just cheat yourself out of the possibility of that even aligning. There's so many reasons why things could be pulled apart or why distance and, things need to be put in place, right? There's a time and a season for everything. You don't know what the divine is doing with that person. And what about, because consider what the divine is doing with you, with your approach to life. Your approach to life is through the divine, okay? So just imagine what the divine is doing with that person. during those times when y'all aren't speaking, or when things aren't going harmonious or seemingly. Just saying, like, sirens. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. It's not about you being a punk. It's not about you not loving this person, or you not being cut out. I don't know. Like, it's about you doing what's sensible and what you feel like is most aligned with divinity and the right thing to do with what's fair. Like, okay, you may go out as far as, like, you may go as far as the little wiggle room you can get. Like I said, okay, you double, triple, quadruple, whatever. You quadruple text that person. That might be your wiggle room, right? Type shit. But that's about it. Like, you ain't about to do too much now. You ain't about to do too much. And the rest that you do is going to be in the spirit realm. You're gonna pray. Okay? This is a divine feminine that really, that if there's conflict going on in a connection that they care about, they're gonna pray for the person. Genuinely. They're gonna pray for the person, they're gonna pray for themselves, they're gonna pray over the connection. Okay, they're gonna pray over whatever external forces that may be conflicting or creating conflict, chaos. They're gonna give it a chance, they're gonna give it a real shot in the spirit realm. Like, don't get it twisted. Okay, I don't know if there's some karmic feminists that feel like, oh, she ain't really stepping for real. Oh, this gonna be easy, this gonna be an easy snatch in regards to this emperor. But no, you're not about to, no, this, you're not about to be in this five of wands. No, you're not about to be in this tacky ass energy. I'm gonna just take it to the spirit realm, because my prayers, like, I mean, they render effect. Like, I mean, I've seen it. Okay, and regardless, I'm still going to the divine, so I'm still going to get some type of good outcome out of this shit, period. Because with the spiritual wisdom that I have, I know this is the best way to go about the situation. It's been proven. So yeah, somebody feel like, you know somebody feel like they won some shit, or they defeated you because you didn't put in effort, in a manner that they feel like is truly applicable or matters, or I don't know, like, yeah, yeah. Somebody feel like you didn't really step up to claim, like, claim what's yours, or some weird shit like that. It's some weird way of thinking. Somebody knows you pray for them. Somebody knows you pray for them. Um, you know this person pray for you. Even if you don't know if this person's been praying for you, you know that this person has prayed for you, okay, in the past. Okay, y'all can have that type of connection when y'all pray together, or maybe one or the other will lead a prayer, like when y'all are with each other. But prayer is definitely not something y'all shy away from in y'all's connection. Okay? But I'm getting like a classy, it's like a classy, freaky, lady and gentleman, like, but oh my god, like, just sacred, like, it's giving all that, like, it's giving, these are y'all's, like, qualities, like, these are y'all's relational qualities with each other, like. But I just feel like the key part of it is the authenticity of it all. And I feel like this is what, bro, this is what increases your magnetism. And some of y'all caught on to that a long time ago. Some of y'all could have been caught on to this about yourself. Um, there may even be sometimes y'all use it to y'all advantage. But it's definitely giving y'all recognize this about yourself, and but there would be times because you know this about yourself, you would still not want like to attract certain energies, but because you're very magnetic, you know, because your life has shown you that, like sometimes that will happen, right? So I feel like this is also why you guys are able to kind of just preserve yourself, like be, you know, be a little conservative and kind of stay to yourself, or like be able to retreat within yourself and your solitude with peace. Okay, not, you know, like the torment wouldn't be coming from, you know, your solitude itself, or you know, standing alone sometimes or standing alone often. But let's say whatever betrayal or whatever that thing was that hurt you, like you may be going through some type of torment from that in the moment. Okay, but you're not about to intentionally put yourself, you're not, see, when you're dealing with those type of emotions, you didn't put yourself in that type of torment. Whoever did the betrayal created that tormenting mental space for you. Why the fuck, as a result, would you then go and jeopardize your life, jeopardize your sanctity, jeopardize your sacredness, jeopardize your spot, bro? Why would you do that by just going out and deciding to just be reckless with your body or whatever? Listen, it says your body health is protected. Right after I said that. Right after I said that. Go more tribal keeps coming out, but I'm getting like just authentic, authentic, sensible living and existing. Like, and I'm saying like spiritually sensible, because sometimes the spiritually sensible may be insensible to the fleshly mind. But a lot of people are not courageous enough to move like that, to really stand and embody that energy. Because look, the demographic frequency, because of the demographic local frequency that surrounds them, overpowers their will. I feel like I need to do a separate video, like talking about free will, bro. Because there really is a war over free will. All this stuff, this content that's coming out more and more about people talking about love spells and shit like that, bro. Like, there is a war over people's free will. Mm-hmm. Somebody learned a lesson about giving second chances or doubling back or allowing people to come in who have like some type of overindulgence and some type of superficiality way of living or existing. Like, somebody's not doing that anymore because of the image. It says challenging your confidence. Mm-hmm. Because of an image or certain people around them that's supposed to care about them, trying to challenge their confidence by, you know, who they have on their arm, who they invest in, what they got on, what they do, what title they have, how much money they have, whatever, how things look. Okay? It says become successful from the comfort of your home. And I feel like that's just being like becoming successful from the comfort of being your true self, the comfort of yourself, your true self, where you feel most at home, not out of place, not disoriented. not uncomfortable, like uncomfortable to the point where it's the type of discomfort where you know you don't belong somewhere. Not the type of discomfort where you're being challenged to step outside, like to do something adventurous that will be good for you. No. And that's why discernment is just so critical to have, to be able to tell the difference. What I just explained is the energy that's present between this emperor and you, divine feminine. But that other shit that I mentioned previous to that, no, no. When somebody's with you, they feel at home. They feel safe. They feel like there's a level of security and stabilizing, neutralizing energy that's present. Be successful from the comfort of your home. It's also given, like, there's some people who feel like comfort can be detrimental in a connection. But think about it like this: if there's so much discomfort that's outside of what we have created as security, let's say you get security from your connection, of course, like, that's a part of connection. You get security from that. And if you notice, with having that, you have, it's easier for you to have more courage to approach new things, to take courageous and bold action towards things that you want to do and invest, right? So what the fuck is wrong with having being comfortable, or so comfortable, or having comfort with, within a connection? That would make sense. Wouldn't, when you leave work and get away from the world and you go home, the idea is, man, I can't wait to get home so I can just I can just chill and relax and, not be pressured by, the stresses of the world and blah 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 blah. Like, so somebody's viewing this in a healthy way. But like I said, I was channeling earlier, like, it's not just women, it's not just divine feminines who, like, really, like, desire not just a family, but a family with intention. Like, you know? It's not just DFs that don't want to settle for these mediocre ass connections. There's divine masculines who also don't want to settle for mediocre ass connections, where they feel like they can't really be themselves. They have to modify their authenticity to, not risk this person, picking something apart about them to try to humiliate them about, or shade them or clown them. Like, you feel me? Like, if they reject this person or make this person feel rejected, or I don't know, like, that clout chasing culture. Oh my god. Mm-mm. It says from rags to quality robes, upgrade. So there's an upgrade energy present. I know everybody gonna think about Beyonce's song. You got coming out of your shell, shyness, coming out of your shell. This doesn't have to be your energy, or this could be the both of y'all's energy manifesting, like, in different ways, different places in your life. Somebody could be coming out of a shyness around vulnerability, a shyness around, like, um, being able to face the faces of, like, disapproval, being able to uh, stand strong and courageous in front of, those conversations that are judging what your heart feels most aligned with, with the divine. Like, it takes a lot of courage to do that, because there are times where we get to kind of, like, just chill in the background, the shadows, or, like, just, you know but there's other times where we do have to face, we do have to confront things, especially as it pertains to your free will. So fuck, these people trying to make you feel, or feel like they disapprove your decisions and stuff like that. Like, you don't just cower away, or you don't just submit to a lifestyle or to certain decisions that are only gonna hurt you more or further conflict you internally. That makes no sense. Someone loves your voice. I love your voice. Therapeutic when you speak. So it's something about your voice being a reflection of your internal state. Okay. So even your voice, sometimes you guys, like, your voice can draw attention. Like, let's say you are in a group and you start talking, like, your voice draws attention. Um, yeah, but primary is your energy. That's the primary thing that's creating that magnetism. But yeah, somebody finds you to be therapeutic when you speak. They love your voice. Somebody could be missing your voice, wanting to talk to you. Um, it says they regret not listening. It says, all right, you was right and I was wrong. Okay. It says helping to heal and restore your mindset and self-concept. So I feel like this is being expressed through multiple energies directly from source, and you helping to heal and restore the mindset and self-concept of others or of this person. Somebody could be reflecting on that as they're um I guess wanting to express to you that you was right about something. It says level up, cherish sacredness, appeal to roots, and then outshine. This is why you're outshining this Five of Wands energy. You're focused on leveling up, you know. You're cherishing your sacredness. You want to retain your sacredness, right? You're appealing to your roots. So it's automatically causing you to outshine this energy. Stand out. And some of you guys could feel very hidden. Like, you could, like, really move in a way where you do kind of cloak yourself. But at the end of the day, with you focusing on just leveling up in general and cherishing your virtuosity, your sacred energy, like, cherishing your energy, literally appealing to your roots, that's just still, it's still causing you to stand out, even if it's just in memory. This person don't have to see you on social media. It could just be them reflecting on memories of you, because your energy, what you're doing, and also what you're not doing, is causing this person to reflect on your energy. Six of Cups. It says they smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. Somebody's recognizing the envy jealousy of these individuals, like, that they were um, compromising this connection for, or to appease. Look, you have, that's because you have authentic confidence, balance of humility, self-respect, nobility, and natural charm. You know what it's giving? It's giving somebody can have, and it's crazy because I refrain from saying this because I ain't want to hurt feelings, but you got overindulgence, excessive use of lashes, weed, fake nails, makeup is yeah. But anyway, instead of having to put that shit on to stand out, to draw the attention, because you are a balance of humility, self-respect, nobility, and natural charm. You remember that cauldron I mentioned earlier, of what you're What elixir are you creating within yourself? Okay, what is the spiritual makeup of your spirit man? Because it does affect your outer appearance. It does affect your aura and your entire energetic field. But I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'll see you guys on the next